Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Thriving Thursday. I just wanted to talk a little bit today about the incongruency that I've mentioned previously. It could be that you see in yourself or that you see in others through nonverbal communication, through the words spoken, and then through a person's actions. And there can be a lot of incongruency between those three. And this was a really difficult thing for me. It was very difficult for me to learn because I've spent a lot of time with people who impact me and spend a lot of time with me who tend to think in absolutes. And so I had to learn that that's not useful and why it's not useful. And I had to create new behaviors and new ways of thinking. So that's super difficult to do. But let me just give you this. So the incongruency, so I was shaking my head like this and telling you to have a wonderful week, right? Those are incongruents. So instead of going, have a wonderful week, I really want you to, I was like, no, don't have a wonderful week. Wink, wink, have a wonderful week, right? Our brain registers that as incongruent. And so we can have those incongruencies in our brain between, like I said, the written word or the spoken word, the nonverbal communication, and then the behavior or actions that are taken. And that could be things that you're doing that are incongruent and things that other people are doing that are incongruent with each other. And so it might flag something in your head. But I want to encourage you to look at those things, those incongruencies, with curiosity. So why is that happening? Instead of an absolute. That's what they mean. They are telling me to have a good week, but they don't really mean it. Okay, so use that as a guide for, okay, this is the norm. For example, shaking your head is normally associated with something that they want you to agree with or that they believe strongly. This is a nonverbal communication for something that you may not really believe, right? I may be saying it, but I don't really believe it. And so just use it as a guide, and you can address people or speak it into existence and literally say, you're telling me to have a good week, but I see you shaking your head no. What does that mean? Does that mean you don't want me to have a good week? What does that mean? And then you get to the truth, the reality of what's really going on. And so they might not even know that they're doing it. And there's probably stuff that you're doing that you don't realize you're showing up in incongruent ways. So instead of it being an absolute rule, use it as a guide and then notice it and be curious and ask. Be brave and strong to ask the question of the other person or of yourself. Okay, so if you're curious, right? A lot of people have trouble with difficult conversations. If you're curious, it's not a difficult conversation. You're just expressing something that you're wondering about. And so it's safe. It's not threatening. It's not threatening to the other person. It doesn't feel unsafe to them, and it shouldn't feel unsafe to you. So I just want to put that out there as a possible way to improve the way you interact with other people, the way you show up in the world, and the way that you respond to situations that are confusing, right? And could be damaging to your relationships instead of it being an absolute. When you approach it with curiosity and wonder, it can enhance and improve your relationships instead of tearing them down. So I just want you to take that and improve everything that you've got going on. And I wish you all the best this week. Go live your life of abundance.